Now whip it good.
Hello, hello. Welcome to WIP IT Thursdays. With me is Harker Customs.
Oh yeah.
I got plenty to work on tonight, and one thing I'm doing, something to do too. We should have start it beforehand. Changing the neck out on my Power Girl. I took one of the Eternals female figures and yanked the rubber neck off because it kept that hard brittle resin kept cracking on me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so when I try to put the ball peg in, anytime you try to mess with it, it would crack. So the solution to that is just put one of the softer rubber style necks on. For that, actually the double ball peg came out of.
Huh. How'd you get it to adapt?
I just matched the shape as much as best I could, just dribbling down, drilled out, and just glued her in place.
Okay.
The Cersei figure, that's the one I got the neck off of. It's a separate piece on the figure. On Cersei, you can actually heat it up and pop it out. Takes a little force to rip it out, but after you heat it up. Quinn Comics already commenting. Collector Express, greetings, salutations, and most excellent friend. How are you doing today? And hope a terrific day. I'm doing all right. A little upset stomach, but I'm getting by. My stomach started to go rah like 10 minutes before the show. So let's see how this works.
Yeah, I'm about to get there with the upset stomach. My Papa John's decided to get here like 40 minutes late. Like I was gonna. It's like, okay, I'll get to eat before the show. Like, great, thanks. Just got here. Like, oh, wonderful. So I get to eat a little bit like as I'm working. That's wonderful. I really appreciate it, guys.
I got the prime torso about ready to go for start painting, and I'll do a little. I put the magnets in the traps on Primeval. I want to sculpt over top of that and get a little bit of finish sanding around the neck. I'll add a little extra epoxy on it. Just fill in the gap a little bit better. I can touch up the paint and be fine. I use a little bit of Squadron's filler putty on it first, just to get the small seams. It's easier to sand.
I opened this guy up, Toby Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
he's pretty fun. I like him pretty good. I didn't think I was gonna like him all that much. I picked him up just because I had some store credit with Nin because I had some issues with them in the past, and they felt bad about it because they actually got screwed over by Nippon Yasan when they went out of business. They stole a whole bunch of Nin's products because they shared a warehouse.
Oh yeah.
And so they stole a whole bunch of their products, so they couldn't like deliver on a lot of their stuff in the private warehouse. And some of the stuff was mine, so they had to go around to other stores and buy a lot of the stuff for more than what they sold it to me for, like the brown and yellow Wolverine, Psylocke before the reissue and stuff like that. Stuff that was like really, really expensive at the time. And they had to go buy all that stuff up just to fulfill the orders. So instead of like refunding me, so they were talking to me. I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and get a refund on this one and this one. So I still had a little bit of store credit left. So I was like, well, shit, I'll go ahead and put a little money with it and get the Toby. I got that one. I didn't really want to get the Andrew Garfield, even though he's my favorite. I just think the torso looks really odd on that one. It's just not for me.
I haven't been following the import Spider-Mans much. Box of cannons in the house. Mm. Oh, I did a little bit experimenting. I got some of the Fortnite figures on clearance.
Oh, nice.
I got 2 of the female ones. One's upstairs, one's down here. And the hands on the female Fortnite figures are male size.
Oh, wow. Well,
You
they
can-
are exaggerated, yeah.
Yeah, so you could actually use, if you're looking for trigger hands for male Marvel Legends figures,
Huh.
well, there you go.
The thing I always need is trigger hands for female. So,
Yep. So I took it off the Kaboom, wherever her name is, and plus 2, I did a ball peg swap on my extra Kitty Pride,
uh-huh.
and I actually like the swap.
Huh.
I got
it does look really cool.
the anime style head on the Kitty Pride body, and the Kitty Pride head on the Fortnite body,
That actually kind of works a lot.
and their skin tones match.
No shit.
All I had in the ball pegs, the tops are different sizes, but the bottoms are the same. So
Huh.
all you have to do is swap out the ball pegs, and you can put the heads on each figure. So I just need a set of hands, a smaller set of hands for her. I'll just throw her on like a set her with dreadnoughts.
Yeah, box of cannons, they do deserve hazard pay. I've had several friends of mine that they all went to school for education, and they work other jobs now. Safer to be a freaking police officer than it is to be a teacher.
Yeah, it's horrible what happened, but that's not the mention for YouTube's reasons.
Yeah, it's a
But
bad topic right now.
yeah, it is terrible what happened. But at least they didn't sit on their hands like in Texas.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say about that right now.
Got to be as vague as possible. That way, you know, we're still discoverable, and new people can come and check out the stream, because
Yep.
the bot, you know, will shut you down in a heartbeat if they pick up on certain keywords.
Yep.
Not in the chat, not in the chat, but if we talk about it.
Mm-hmm. That Mezco Superman looks pretty good. People have been getting. I never did order it, but kind of wish I did. Now it looks nice.
I have it. It's all right. It's pretty good.
I did see somebody do a body swap with they'll put a bigger, took the suit off of it, put it on a buffer body, and put the head on it.
What body did they use?
I don't know. It's those ones, those blank bodies that you and Don
I
get.
bought it. I bought this body. It just came in a few minutes ago, actually. But I already had one of these bodies that I checked yesterday with. I'm gonna double check it with this one today, because the other body I sized it up with, I had done some mods to. I think they're about the same. I think they're about the same. The what kind of sucks is this body, which I feel is a very, very well proportioned Superman body, is about the same as that Mezco one. After pulling that one out and taking a look at it, I think the arms are better proportioned on this, but the legs and these are also a lot more defined. the legs, for whatever reason, they decided to use the Mezco Wolverine legs.
Those would be short, wouldn't they?
Yes. So they're really short legs that he has. Don't know why. That's what they used.
Box cans want my Mayfix Cyborg Superman to come in. Yeah, that's a beautiful figure.
That one's great. A lot of people were complaining about the head size, but I don't know. I think it works just as good with. But as long as you're, sizing up with Mayfix, if you're trying to size it up with Mezco, then yeah, the head's going to be tiny in comparison because Mezcos are practically bobbleheads.
Yeah.
Especially if you put it up next to the Keaton Batman. My God, the head on that thing. I'm honestly not looking forward to getting mine. I don't even know if I want to make capes for it, man. That's the whole intent of me getting it, is to make a better cape.
Oh, 3 years wait, or whatever, how many years waiting, it's not a good figure.
It's a terrible figure. It's not a matter of is it a good figure or not. It's not even a decent figure. It's a terrible figure.
Oh, really?
It's the arms, like it's got a inner skeleton. The arms only go to 90. What? Like if you take them any further than 90, it snaps the internal skeleton.
Ooh.
That ain't something you can fix. It's not like you can pop something off and just fix it. It's done.
Yep.
So I'm not going to mess with mine. I think I don't know if I want to open it and make capes for it. I think I might just get rid of it immediately.
I wonder if it'll fit in the Batmobile.
You're better off with nothing in the Batmobile, or something that like moderately resembles.
The Bold Cat Studio says he got his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles KO versions missing Ab Crunch, and Donnie's staff broke. That sucks, man.
Oh man.
I don't have too many turtles. I never was the biggest fan of turtles. I like them, but it's not something I'm drawn to. I got the movie Turtles, and I got the Playmates did their like reissues of the original Turtles. But I just got those to hang on the wall. But the movie Turtles, I like those. Started watching an interesting movie on the Amazon. Illinois, the foreign sci-fi movie. It's really good.
What is it?
Illinois. It's like an alien android. An advanced alien race uses humans to imprison the fugitives in.
Oh, interesting.
The humans don't know that they're actually a walking jail cell, but sometimes they become aware and the aliens escape. But the prisoners are placed throughout time on Earth too.
Huh.
So it jumps back and forth between different times.
Oh, that's weird.
One mission in the past, when the aliens were escaping out of a woman, and they captured the alien, the woman dies, and comes to find out she had an infant. So they end up taking the infant into the 600 years into the future, basically the present. And then it jumps back to the past for another storyline. Then the stories start to mix together. pretty cool. Well done. It's not your run of the mill like. I actually like foreign sci-fi films and fantasy films better than American films right now.
Yeah, well, they're still doing, like hardcore sci-fi, and like, foreign stuff.
It's the Mirage, yeah.
Although with Dune, making a big impact like it is, I can see sci-fi making a pretty decent comeback in America. I was really hoping that Annihilation was going to make a huge impact, but it really didn't, because a lot of it at the end, people were just like left scratching their head. So it really, didn't make much of an impact. People like shit spelled out for them.
Yeah.
Like anything where you have to like think at all.
That's why I hate modern Star Trek. Star Trek used to be cerebral. Now it's dumb, blow 'em up action schlock.
A lot of like that the director of Dune, the same guy that did Blade Runner 2049, and also did a movie called Enemy. And the end of that blew people's fucking mind. And that thing was absolutely nutty at the end. And everybody's like, okay, I don't get it. And a lot of people were worried that Dune and everything was just going to be full of weird, like, stuff that no one would understand and whatnot, because of Denis likes to use metaphors, visual metaphors and stuff. But this thing is a really, really good Superman body. Not too gigantic.
Yeah, I like the looks of it. Be good for Omni-Man too.
Yeah, I'm into
basically
it.
Good for basically all around good for any kind of Superman style clone character.
Because the V-Toys, everybody praised them, but that's a 7-inch scale body. Like it is it's bigger than Legends. So it's in Legends is not a 1/12 scale. It's like Legends is Legends scale.
Yeah, Legends basically like a 1/11 scale.
Let me see what I got here.
You're using the body of a McFarlane toy Sabak for some custom. No, I'm not. Are you asking have I ever used one? No, can't say I have. But if it's built like a DC, like a multiverse figure, should be built about the same. He's got a template he goes by when he breaks up his figures into different articulation schemes. He uses the same exact. On the bigger guys, sometimes he switches to a elbow swivel instead of a bicep swivel.
Just so he likes to use that same tooling for everything. Like the guy he hired on for tooling worked on like the first 2 lines, and then he fired him. Like once the guy like got the tooling down and he was happy with how the tooling was done, he fired the guy and just used cheaper people to keep doing the tooling.
Well, that's nice of him.
That's what he does. Like he brought, like when he was he brought on my a friend of a friend, my friend Brian, that works for Hasbro, that he got lucky enough to not lose his job during the the wave of destruction. His friend that was Brad Cart, he was he was not in, was it in finance? He was in finance side of it, but he was also director. He was art director as well. He also did art directing with Hasbro. When he moved over to McFarlane, and he was the director of. He was the art director, principal art director. That's what it was. He was principal art director. That way he could help fix the scaling. So that first line, that first wave that McFarlane did really poorly. Like, you saw everything that he did was a peg warmer. Like, the whole line was nothing but crap. No one even wanted the stuff for fodder when it was like $7 a figure.
Yeah, the only thing that was any good was the Superman head, and I thought.
Yeah, the Superman head was really good, but the body was terrible.
The body was awful.
And the emblem itself was misaligned. Like, the whole thing was just quite
Good
awful.
evening.
Good morning. Look, I got a little skull today.
Oh, with the little tiny feather.
There you go.
Oh, Box of Cannons was asking, what's that blank body you got there?
This blank body is the GW Toys body, and I got this one off of Amazon because it was pretty much sold out everywhere, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try Amazon, and they had a few left on there, so it was like $32.
Try Best League Studios. Best Lee is like that DW guy, the guy that designed him is like his buddy. He typically has them.
Bombusby is good about having stuff.
So I mean, this scale's pretty, and this is a Mezco, which usually even skews a little bit higher. So that's like they're about neck and neck.
I also have a Mezco.
Yeah, I have it, but I'm not happy with the leg size.
I feel like my boot is off center of the knee.
I'm really dreading my 89 showing up at the house. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it when it shows up.
Man, that picture I saw, that head is.
All the heads are terrible. Big. They're all, and the eyes aren't. The eyes are just painted on. They're not sculpted, except for the one that has the roller eyes. Those are sculpted because they have to be. The other ones, they don't have like eyeball shapes. They're just flat, and someone went in and painted eyes on, so they look like cartoonish. And the heads are way too big. And if you like go by like neck sizing, like you see on this, like this makes sense. Like this body, like you can go, okay, here's where the traps are. This is, you can tell by where the chest is to where the neck, where the start of the chin goes, that this makes perfect sense. My focus is being total butt. Let's see, boom, boom. But if you look at that 89, it sits as if his head was about this high up off of it. So I mean, it's like he's part giraffe. Yeah, if you look at it, you'll see what I mean, and you won't be able to unsee it. It is bad. They did a terrible job of proportions. Because, I mean, and to think that that thing has been in play for 3 years and they've struggled so hard with that body, getting it right. And then they do that endoskeleton, and the endoskeleton can only do 90 degrees on the arms and legs. I think the legs, but I know for sure the arms because people are breaking them. Like, it's unbelievable, man. 90 degrees? Come on.
Hello, Cretacolor Mafia. Doing pretty good. Working on toys, custom figures, so it's always good.
And the drape cape, turns them into a triangle. It could. I mean, it has no. He has a cape that has wires, but they also put in a drape cape, but it doesn't drape. It's like this shape when it's on him. It's just like a triangle. It's like this. That's the drape.
So he has a. Remember we were talking about that guy? He was talking about the loose thread. This is mine has it too. Can you see it? Is it
What?
Yeah.
too blurry?
That whole cape right there sucks.
Shouldn't the cape be attached around the collar?
It's got it's weird. It's got a wire in it. Okay, so this is what he was talking about.
Yeah, see.
That's just where they terminated the seam.
Yeah. But wouldn't even been an issue if, seems to me, the cape should be stitched all around that blue collar.
See, what I don't understand is why is there a seam along the back when there's also the two seams under the arms?
I don't know.
See, he's got like this that runs here, and it's back up this other side and down the arm, and that's usually Mezco's MO. That's how they do their bodysuits.
Yeah,
like that. They don't ever do it down the back. They did early during the whole Dark Knight Batman phase, but I haven't really seen it anywhere else. And I was looking at this seam, and I thought, wow, for a ladder stitch, that is very clean. But then I got to look at the ladder stitching is down here under his belt, across the bottom. So, why is this seam here? They did. I don't know if it's a faux seam or just for decoration, but they run a seam all around the corner, his wrists too. The cape has a wire on the lip of it right here.
I do that. You know, I approve of that. But I also run one across the bottom.
But I mean, I don't. There's no issues with his suit.
How that cape is tucked into that suit is a tragedy.
It's just fucking pushed in there.
It's a tragedy, dude.
Language.
Yeah, it's just pushed in there, and if you look, you can see the little blue thread right on where they
if you
they sewed it to the bodysuit.
It pulls out of the suit, and it just looks awful, and then you got to like tuck it back in there. They've had a long time with this one too. Why?
Now look, I understand, that we're paying a lot of money for this, but really and truly, this bodysuit, I'm betting it's like 10, maybe 15% of the cost.
Oh man, that's
it's not
material. That's not even that's nowhere near Cricut level quality iron-on vinyl.
And it's all the add-ons that you get with him. The kryptonite, the phantom zone projector, the plant, where Mongol comes in and puts the plant on his chest. And what's the name of that story?
I don't remember. I do know of it.
Lotus, some kind of lotus.
Yeah, it's the dream lotus, where what every man wishes for, or something like that.
Yeah.
So it comes with that plant. It comes. I mean, the kryptonite display alone is fucking amazing.
Oh, the little stuff he comes with is dope. But my thing is always
he has 7 heads. 7.
That's awesome. That's super cool. I'm down with a lot of extra hands, extra heads or face plates, attachments to the figure. That's great.
Yeah, he's even metal lined in here, so the bullet ricochet stick to him.
It's a bit I love the face sculpts on there. They brought in a new guy for that stuff. That's great. I know the guy. He's a real good sculptor, and he hardly ever gets any work for bigger companies. So that's rad. I hope he gets hired with them more.
So, what is the realistic expectation for this guy? The boots look fantastic. They look like leather. They look really good.
I believe the sculptor on that is their in-house guy too.
The ankle articulation is garbage, but it's always garbage.
Honestly,
however,
sorry, I'm
he will point his toe down.
Exactly.
And really, that's mainly what you want out of a Superman. So you can get his little hovering.
Trunks, and I love the belt. They look great.
Needs to look up. Needs to do toe down, bend his knee up.
He can look up. Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Yeah, you can get him. You can get him in a decent look up position for sure. It's just what kills me, and maybe it's because I'm a cape guy. That cape destroys that figure for me.
I don't know. It's not a make or break it for me. It's not. I mean, but then again, I'm not really a cape guy.
I don't know how you can deal in soft goods and not be a cape guy.
Oh man, I don't. I'm telling you, I've made more capes for Rife than all capes together combined. I don't make capes. I'm not real experienced with it.
Unbelievable.
People come to me for like suits, body suits, and 3-piece suits,
that's why when anybody asks me, I always go, ask him. But I don't get a lot of people coming to me for that anymore.
Yeah. It's like that one guy said, it's like looking at Barbie dolls on the shelf, A lot of people are wanting the high detail, high design, like what Rife is doing over there. And I absolutely agree. It does. I think it does look better.
Like what, on Sculpt or?
Yeah, Sculpt and paint versus cloth.
It depends. I mean, it really depends on how it's applied. But I agree. I think a really well sculpted and painted figure you'll go further with. But at the same time, I will say, but not with a cape. You can't ever get the dynamic. The actual like dynamic look that you want with a piece of plastic when it comes to a cape.
Also, I'll give you another example of. Let me go get it. Hang on.
Once you go wired cape, you don't go back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, For the bodies, I do like sculpted bodies a lot. There are certain situations I do love. Bodysuits look good, like that 3-piece that purple suit Don made for me for the Lord Pumpkin.
Oh yeah,
Turned out
that
great.
see that is really good. You know what else is really good for suited body? This Anton custom, man. The white blowout is gonna be crazy on this, but this Moon Knight, the suit on this, the goods on this thing is crazy.
See, that's exactly what I was going to say. So this is a plastic suit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not bad. Do in a pinch. But
yeah,
when you compare it to the cloth goods suit, man, there ain't no comparison there. That thing beats the snot out of that thing.
What is that? One guy's name. Hold on, let me look.
It absolutely looks 100% better. There's, I mean, to my eye, there's just no. But I think what it comes down to is, does it need to look like clothes? Does it look like a skin tight outfit? Or should it look like clothes? If it should look like clothes, the soft goods are probably going to win.
Look at all the wrinkles in the arm on the Moon Knight. Look at all those natural shadows, those natural highlights. You can't get that in plastic. Like, it's not going to come out like that, because that right there is, you're getting a natural gloss effect, and you're getting a natural matte shadow. That's near impossible to get with a piece of plastic, because it's going to change from figure to figure and from lighting source to lighting source, and it's also going to change from pose to pose. It's what you're going to get a lot better out of, like a suit, opposed to plastic. But in the case of like something that's going to be skin tight, I'll agree. If you told me, hey, I want a soft goods merman, I'd be like, no.
Yeah, you probably want to. So on a shelf, it's hard to say too, because if all of your figures are plastic, and then you have the one soft goods, like when he's going to stand there next to my Moon Knights that are all plastic, he's probably going to stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah,
because he just looks so much better.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute. My stomach's killing me. I need to go take care of something quick. I'll be right back.
I think he said he was gassy.
I ate a fish sandwich this evening for supper, and it's not agreeing with it.
It's flopping around.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
Omega Weapon.
I'll remove my camera from it and then give y'all full screens.
Oh, okay.
But I'm still online.
Omega Weapon. I don't know if you heard us talk about the '89 Batman earlier, but my thoughts are it's a total miss. There isn't. I mean, the arms only go to 90. People are breaking them already, trying to make them go past 90 degrees. Or they're bending the metal inside, and then when they go to try to straighten it back out, it's snapping the hinge inside, and that's just terrible. The heads are all huge. The drape cape doesn't drape. It makes them look like a cone or a triangle. It looks bad.
Yeah, they did the drape cape out of like a leather or a faux. Excuse me, a faux leather. And that ain't gonna work for her.
Made it out of, like,
So
cow
I mean, it's robbing Peter to pay Paul. If you had an actual like spandex drape cape that draped and did it correctly, people are going to be complaining about how it's not leather or it doesn't look like leather. So I mean, I understand that. However, the if that's the purpose of the cape, it should, form the, because you have the other one with the wire in there. That one can be leather all day, every day.
Yeah, you got a capability of getting it to lay down properly.
So, and if they decide to just run solo with that, I mean, if you can put a drape cape in there, put a drape cape in there. Don't worry about what it's made out of. Get the one that drapes the best. But see, like I was saying right here, this is that Superman that you guys were just talking about that was terrible.
Yeah.
And even though he is terrible, the painted on bodysuit looks more like Superman than.
Yeah, it does. And I like his cape better than, even though he doesn't have one, I like his cape better.
Oh, his two little wires?
Yeah, the 2 wires to me are better than the one that's on the Mezco. Like, here's the material that I use, or the cosplay material that I use for my Batman capes. This drapes. Like, you can't see it, like, because the way it's a top-down camera for me. But here, let me see my ugly mug. But it drapes like a dream. This material would actually function, but the they use that thick, cheap pleather, so it's never going to function like a good, expensive. I mean, they're not going to pay $24.99 a yard for this, and there's no way they're going to be able to broker a deal with the person that that makes that stuff to get it on the cheap either. So I mean, they're not going to pay the premium like somebody like I will. I'll pay that price all day long because I want the absolute best of the best, and I charge that premium in turn. But the people that I sell to understand that. Everyone that has one of my Batman capes has came back for more of them. I have never had to warranty a single one of my Batman capes, and unless somebody's like destroyed it, or and sometimes somebody's got a little rough and a wire has popped out and it's been their fault, and I was like, okay, just send it back to me, pay the shipping for me to send it back to you, and I just warranty my work. That's not a big deal. I know a lot of people will do that, but I mean, I like being able to do that.
I think the biggest problem with this Superman suit, though, really and truly, is it's just not tight enough.
Yeah, pinch on the arms.
Yeah, it's got a lot of slack in it.
Check this out. Friend on Instagram, he let me give me big screen. He used a gung ho upper body and WWE lower legs and a McFarlane 3D symbol and made a bigger buffer Superman using that.
I mean, that looks better.
And you talking about like not being tight enough, putting it on gung ho body, that's tight.
Yeah, I think because my body suits are usually a chore to get on a figure because they're pretty tight. I'm known to pop seams getting shit in there,
I am too. Oh, wait a minute. You're talking about on the figures.
So, but do I recommend the Superman? Yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, everything that comes with it, all the heads, the laser vision, the light up heads, the kryptonite case, the Phantom Zone projector, all that. The figure is the least of what you're buying, what you're getting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. you get a lot of bang for your buck.
Yeah, there is a shit ton going on in this thing, and of course it gives you that Mezco stand, which are probably one of the best stands in the game right now.
If you want anything flying, yep.
What Todd's little black disc it gets on everything. Even figures it's ridiculously too big for.
That's
It's not the best one.
no, not even. They ain't even in the ballpark. We ain't even playing the same game.
Oh,
batteries, fucking sorrow to go over his head. I mean, come on, man. What are you really expecting from the toy? Realistic expectations.
Realistic expectations. If that was a real Superman in that size, he would still be able to kick our asses.
Yeah.
If you put him in the Indian in the cupboard's covered.
Yeah.
Well, the
So do you think he could carry around a UV light with him and just keep shining it on his fucking face?
Here's the big deal, though. Your Superman figure is only as strong as the core. And the core of the figure is the figure itself, not the accessories. If you're buying it for the accessories and that's that, then yeah, you could be happy with it. But if you're going, I'm buying this Superman figure because the Superman itself looks amazing, I would tell you, no, you're not going to. You're not going to get exactly the best Superman figure. We've yet to see that. That hasn't been done in a full scale that could look good next to a Marvel Legend. If
full disclosure
is the closest to the best Superman thus far.
If you ever need somebody to come in and walk in the door and point at it and be like, that's some bullshit, I'm your man. And I'm going to tell you right now, Superman's costume is not the best.
What on that figure
just design wise, or
just design wise? It is iconic, it is classic, and easily recognizable. But Batman's costume is better than it, hands down, and it's almost the exact fucking same costume.
Yeah, this Superman is designed after the old Carnival Strongman outfit.
Right.
Yeah.
Doesn't really translate as well.
It's still iconic.
It's still iconic, but
I wish I mean, when you're sitting here, you're like Captain America's costume. His initial costume was a great costume. There's a lot of going on with it, contrast here and there. There's, different design patterns on it. The top is kind of like a chainmail, and the flag on the bottom. Then he's got the Buccaneer boots, whatever. Spider-Man, man, that is an awesome with the stripes going down the arms, breakups all over the place. Great design. Batman is a good design because even in the fucking dark, and all you see is the silhouette, you fucking know that's Batman. And, but they're trying to translate not the best costume
Did you get the
into anything is going to be a challenge, and make it look cool. Come on.
That's one of the things I hate though. When they brought in Michael Bendis into the DC Comics, he got rid of one of the best looking Superman costumes. The Reborn costume. Reborn. Rebirth. Reborn. Yeah. The Reborn costume was fantastic.
I've yet to even mess with this.
And we haven't gotten it in toy form.
Now look, best Superman costumes. You remember when he became an electric beam?
Yep.
And it was blue and white?
Yep.
That was a fucking badass costume.
I like that costume.
Yeah, absolutely. It is arguably one of the best looking costumes that they've ever put on Superman. The story, is whatever. Whatever is whatever. But good looking costume, absolutely. My next favorite Superman costume is Hank Henshaw, the cyborg Superman. The half robot, half Superman costume. I don't know why that looks so great to me, but it absolutely calls my name.
His black suit when he was when they were two Supermans during Rebirth, like with they were basically trying to undo New 52. They were two Supermans. They were the New 52 Superman, and was the post-crisis Superman with Lois living on the farm, and Superman saving the day in secret, handling stuff the other Superman couldn't do. The black suit he wore during that era, and he had the beard. I thought that looked good. Reborn is when they actually merge the New 52 Superman with Rebirth Superman. They actually, their histories intermingled, and their personalities and costumes all got merged together, and that was where the Reborn came from. But the Reborn suit got rid of the trunks and had a really cool belt.
How you feeling about the Superboy costume? The leather jacket version.
The 90s version is better than the current version.
Is that just your nostalgia speaking, or?
Well, they brought back the leather jacket one now, and they changed it where it doesn't look right.
Oh, really?
And that's the one McFarlane made. It is the modern.
So he ditched like the solid black shirt thing.
Oh, it's very similar to the original costume, but there's enough changes to it where I don't like it. It's like
the reign of Superman, Superboy. That's probably pinnacle Superboy.
I like that costume for Superboy.
But like the pinnacle Superman for me is that
this is the reborn costume. No trunks. You have like the shield on the belt. You got a V-shaped belt, two bands going around the waist, and the traditional boots.
I like the S going across the chest real wide like that.
Yep.
That's my favorite. And that's why I was really disappointed that the Mezco one didn't come like that, like how they advertised it. I was a little bummed.
Man, he looks super classic. He looks
classic. Yeah. Modernized a little bit.
I believe they call it mesifications. He looks, in my mind's eye, man, I see this costume when he's got that car over his head in Action Comics. Was the number one?
It's always fun when I'm searching for pictures online and I find my customs as the results.
I've yet to have that happen for me. Little jealous.
I've had it happen a couple times.
I definitely like the Reborn costume. But yeah,
is that your favorite? Oh yeah, I've seen that one before.
Yeah, that's his black suit when he was.
Yeah, the black suit.
Yeah, I like that one. Which the black suit when he was wearing the regeneration suit when he came back, that's very similar to it, but it's more stylized S. To me, it makes sense for Superman to have a black suit, especially with his powers.
Yeah. Solar absorption, right?
Yep. Now the spikes on Superboy's jacket look dumb. Yeah, they put spikes on in the new suit, like Ghost Rider spikes.
It could have been great. But I understand. They don't want to. just completely ape the other costume. They get in trouble for that. It's so bad.
How can Mezco make this item and also produce that 89 Batman and that John Wick and the cape on that Superman? How?
The cape don't bother me at all.
How?
At all.
Yeah, he's
How
kind
can
of
it be the
punkish looking
same
now.
company that did this? How? Not
What you
only,
got?
not only,
Oh, you know, I didn't get that. I don't know what that is.
So he's
not
got
only this,
he's got the shield on his chest, on
but
the
they
arm, and on the back.
updated this bitch to have double joints to look even better.
Hey,
when
Gary.
it came out. They like secret upgrade. Like, yo, dog, we ain't done yet. We're gonna upgrade this bitch. Like, hey, you want all the weapons ever? We got you, boo.
In Justice Superman, I'm not. It's very similar to the New 52 costume. I don't like the when the Superman has that collar on his neck. It's
I can't believe you didn't get this, Don. Seriously.
I'm not a big Death Dealer guy.
Superman from Superman Lois has that costume. Yeah,
I like Rosetta. Don't get me wrong. I love his art.
Yeah, Superman's costume from Superman Lois is very similar to Reborn's costume. Yeah.
Doesn't it have like those big pads on the side where his cape connects?
On what?
The Lois and Superman?
Oh, I don't know.
Just
It's
when
been a
you
while since I watched it.
feel this
Or Superman.
I have never watched any live action DC outside of the blockbuster movies.
Oh, we got a fam.
Family.
Nice.
Let's see.
What's the shirt say?
The Collector Express shirt.
Although I'm very ecstatic about getting my little skull guy here. Look at him. Look.
Little tiny little skull dude.
He got a boomstick, bruh. I'm going to show you what time it is. Time to go to church.
Straight to the garbage. I don't even think I opened this one up this time. Immediate garbage. Oh,
You're missing out.
I have tons of those. I have that one.
Now, the only issue with getting Shrieks for her bodies, end up with a lot of armadillo torsos.
Yeah.
Dude, what arm was it? The Wendigo arm came with the Guardsman?
The Guardsman came with
The bear arm.
Yep. The right
Man,
bear.
I had so many of them things. Jesus. Great Googa Mooga. I just put them in the box and mail them to Rick, man. Just like, here, Merry Christmas.
The right to bear arms. The bear, as in Smokey the Bear.
But no toy is perfect. Well, I think this is the best money I have spent on a figure this year. I do not like the neck.
Name of
The neck is terrible.
that was my
really
favorite during the reign of Superman.
The neck on the damn Khonshu head is awesome.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Infinitely better.
It actually, that makes it worse though for me. It's like, you son of a bitch. You're gonna make this one incredible, and you're gonna make the other one that lights up fucking miserable. Fuck you.
I don't hold that shit against him.
It knocks it down a peg for me actually. It takes it definitely knocks it down at least a half to a full point.
And it's under $100 too.
Yeah.
Bring back
So-
this Nightwing.
A lot of good shit. Nightmare. I mean, don't make me go get that Mezco Excuse me, don't make me go with that Mayfix Cyborg Superman so we can drool over it.
I got one too.
They're one of the best looking figures on my collection.
The Nightfall Batman's really good too.
I got that one. I got everything that Mayfix has put out for DC and Marvel, including the MCU shit. I just get all of it. I don't even look anymore, unless it's something that is just something I don't collect at all, like the Ultraman or whatever came out last. Like I definitely got Bo-Katan. Like, yep, immediately. No ifs, ands, or buts. I don't even really collect 6-inch Star Wars. I've been kind of just making my own out of other parts, but I was like, yep, it's Mayfix. I'll take that one. So it's
what are you doing?
That's a guarantee for me. Not 100% excited, or wasn't 100% excited about this Mando because of the way the legs sit. It's just weird.
Yeah, I have the Mayfix Mando, I think. I have the fantasy of buying the model kit and just gluing the pieces onto a fabric costume. But we'll see.
That's pretty much what I'm going to do with this shirt that I made and the coverall.
See, I'm thinking, remember we were talking about earlier when I said if it's supposed to look like clothes, the soft goods will work. But if it's supposed to look like a skin-tight costume, then painted plastic works better for that. Or molded plastic, I suppose. And all your Star Wars stuff is supposed to look like clothes.
Well, some of it depends.
All of it, Harker. All of it.
No.
Yes, you know it. So. There was a pre-order issue today.
Something wrong? Are those Fortnite figures any good? See her a lot on sales. Like her,
there are no bad figures really.
They're pretty good. I actually did a head swap with H. Puck with Kitty Pride. Get the right name out. Their skin tones are a perfect match. And to do the head swap, I swapped out the double ball pegs. The top ball pegs are different size. The bottoms are the same. I actually got a kind of cool anime style looking Kitty Pride. And I'm going to use this one, put with the Dreadnoks and Zorana on my G.I. Joe shelf. But the only issue I got with the females, besides the anime heads, the hands are male legend size. So, yeah, those are way too big. So I'm actually using, instead of shriek hands, I'm turning the grip hands into trigger hands. And I'll just use those. The wrist pegs are the same size. So all you have to do is paint them up and you're good to go.
There was a pre-order today.
For what?
So I'm wondering, now, while I understand it's a $28 pre-order, so you only pre-ordered 4 of them, 5 of them?
I ordered one.
Pre-order
What?
What?
One. That's so disrespectful.
Mark 1 Iron Man.
Oh. I ordered 0 because I don't have room for it.
It is gorgeous, though.
I'm a little worried. They sized it up next to other stuff, didn't they?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
About the size.
No, they haven't done size comparisons with it, unless there was something put out that I didn't see, which is, it is size. Your mama was right when she told you size don't matter.
Mine?
Your wife was wrong when she said that.
When
But your mama was right.
did my mom tell me that? I don't remember.
Oh, I got a horrible joke. Do you want a joke?
Did
Well,
she
is it going to be
whisper
demonetized?
did she whisper it from her urn?
Oh,
That bitch dead.
Omega Weapon 13 today was a big reveals on pre-orders day for Mattel at WWE. What was that?
I am so out of the loop. Last time I was in WWE stuff, Brutus the Barber Beefcake was wrestling. And Roddy Piper.
And Piper was still alive.
Jake the Snake Robertson. Long time ago.
God.
Macho Man Randy Savage, bro.
I hate I missed out on the coffee creamer Savage. Everything sold out fast everywhere. The cream of the crop.
Yeah, rise up to the top.
It's like they made this out of scrap car carpet, trunk liner. The cape that came with this death dealer is just worthless. What the fuck? Man,
Harker's a steak snob.
dude, this thing is horrible. Good Lord.
There's potential. Kind of worried that Daredevil is supposed to be violent too. Rub it in. The Superman's not come in yet. BTS is slow. Today was a big reveal. Frontal. We already went that one. MCU Miss Marvel comes with vertically hinged hands.
Mm-hmm.
One needs that for a custom. Oh.
Really? Vertical hands.
If you want the best feet for a female figure, that
Brie Larson feet.
yeah, Brie Larson's feet off of that Captain Marvel.
Hell yeah.
She told
And you know, it's a funny joke. I understand comic space. However, I'm dead fucking serious. The shoes and feet that they molded for that figure is top tier. Some of the best I've ever seen on a female.
What now?
The Captain Marvel. You remember the Captain Marvel movie? They put out a bunch of figures and they all went crazy low on the
ollies.
Yeah, and stuff. I wound up buying 2 to rip the fire effects off of her head.
Yeah.
To make the Ghost Rider that I made. And I got to look at them, man. Them feet, the feet on that figure for, you know, a female, they are stable and they articulate well, and they're just flat out good feet. They look like, you know, boots, but I immediately popped them off and put them in the fodder bin because I'm absolutely going to use them someday when I do customs again.
Someday.
I mean, you know, I am working on conch shoe.
Well, I actually got a use for those Fortnite hands already. I'm going to get another extra chamber and use it to make a Rafferty, the Ultra Killer.
Thank you for that, because I pre-ordered that when I pre-ordered those 8 Iron Man.
That is great looking, like body for the well, hell. I need the tie and a head and put those hands on there. And I got Rafferty.
You could probably just styrene up a tie, right?
Rip it off another Legends suit body.
Do you have any of those kicking around?
Suit body or
yeah? I don't have like enough suit bodies. I keep also fantasize about just making suits for figures, you know, but there's so much bulk when you make a suit that you need like a really thin, skinny body.
Yeah.
Really good thin material goes a long way too.
Yeah, but thin material does not like the iron. You got to be super careful, and one fatal extra 2 seconds and you have to start almost all the way back over.
Or you just got to be a bad bitch with an iron. Got to get on that shit. Be ready. Not sure why I have a Q-tip in here, but all right.
I have a whole bag of Q-tips. Them things
I
are
also have a toothpick in
powerful tool.
Yep. Always good
here.
to have tools.
I'm really weird about saving shit.
You ever used metallic thread? Are you able to get it to run through your machine?
Oh, metallic thread gets all over the machine, and then you got to clean the hell out of it. So, I don't like it. Not a fan.
I saw a reel today I could relate to. A guy in the garage, just like he's getting ready. Is today or yesterday one? And old battery terminal you replace in a car. Don't be a hoarder. Don't be a hoarder going to the trash can. Don't be a hoarder. I could use this. I'll put it in this toolbox.
Mm-hmm.
I can repurpose this.
The moment you throw it away is the moment you need it. Mantra.
No, see, it's almost the other way with me. It's I can reuse this, but I do that so often that I can't find anything. Like, where's that thing that I said that I could reuse? Oh, it's somewhere in here. Can't find it.
Well, I was looking for I bought some non-AF upgrade kits for Transformers, and I'd be damned if I know where to put them. I've been looking for them for a week.
I don't know. I like it. The only real problem I have is how short the cape is.
Mm-hmm. Cape snob.
But then again, that's the classic old Superman costume. He had the calf-high cape.
Yeah, he had the shorter cape.
It really comes down to the fact that it's just a bad cape.
The new Superman's is got the ankle leak cape. Batman shit's dragged the ground since day one.
Being a comic book fan, I always thought it was funny. Like people wrote that song, "You don't tug on Superman's cape." It's like you can tug on Superman's cape all you damn well want to. You don't tug on Batman's cape.
That's right.
Superman's a Boy Scout. He ain't gonna do nothing to you. Batman shove your teeth down your throat.
That's right. Superman gonna turn the other cheek. Superman's gonna rip it off before he turns it. Batman, excuse me. Batman ain't in the mood to play. I gotta mail out some packages tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Well, the nickname for Superman's the Big Blue Boy Scout.
Truth, justice, and all that stuff.
Yep. Truth, justice, and the American way.
It doesn't appear that my phone is charging. There we go.
Your screens might be a little dirty too. You're a little fuzzy.
Fuzzy?
What kind of phone is it?
You don't say.
Is it an iPhone?
Fuck no.
Oh, okay, good. Then it should be fine. It should be working flawlessly.
It should be working all time, every time. No problems.
Yeah.
Common space, however, there are problems. Sorry to all the epileptic people in chat.
Oh yeah, I can tell a difference on your camera already.
Let me get a little that on there. Good, good.
Acrylic on the camera. All right, you can do the. I got my Red Hulk done. I just gotta, well, most of it. I just gotta do the grip hands, the style pose hands.
See, since we can look a lot better, let's look at this suit again.
There you go. Now it's not in Star Trek vision to make a.
They got the iron and liner in there. Oof.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that pants! Look at that! Look at that fucking collar on that mother. Come on now! Look at this vest! This vest, and he's got a tie, and he's also got a collar and a shirt underneath. Are you kidding me with all this now? He has a pocket flap. His pockets actually work on his pants.
The pockets on the pants actually function.
Look at that! Look at that!
I'm scared to even touch mine most of the time. I just kind of look at it and like, all right, I'm not coming near you.
Oh, sorry. Hey, look at that! Look at that!
Is he happy to see us, or is that something?
Yeah, exactly what I was thinking.
Doesn't matter. It's there for you. Although he doesn't have a cuff on his pants, the motherfucker's got socks.
Language, guys.
He got socks on. We're more than an hour in, right?
Yeah. They changed it. It already went into effect Monday. Anything past 8 minutes, and they stopped listening to anything curse words.
Okay.
It's the only thing they listen to for is anything that has to deal with sexual violence.
So beautifully done. Beautifully done. Very jealous. Wire in the bottom of the coat. Best money I've spent all year.
Who made
Easily.
that? Aton, right?
I think it's Aton.
Is that officially licensed, or is it like a third party?
No, third party. No. They ain't gonna make anything that nice. They ain't gonna put that kind of effort into something. Mr. Knight, Moon Knight. Come on, man.
Nah, nothing that nice will
Materialize officially.
get licensed.
If it was gonna happen, Mesco would have done it when they were doing their Moon Knight, when they did their 2 Moon Knights.
Those weren't too bad at all. I sold my last one finally. Finally got rid of my last one.
Ramen Toys has got a lot of pots in the fire.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they're starting to Square Enix up. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they're issuing out new figures like every week, but they haven't actually sent out anything since Quicksilver, Monstar, I think, was their last thing they put out.
They got their Centurions. I don't think they did one of those releases since Monstar.
Harker, what's your thread length? Are you at 4?
Oh no, I don't want to see. I want
Oh
to see
yeah,
very
that's
little.
right. You hate. What about your tension?
Let me see.
How tight are you sewing? I'm thinking about shortening mine. I'm at 4. I'm thinking about going to 3 or 2.
My yeah, I set mine to. What do you set yours at now?
4.
For your tension, or
Yeah.
that's for your spacing?
Tension.
What's on tension? What is higher? The lower the number or higher the number?
Lower the number is tighter.
So I don't really know. I just
5 is loose. If you do it 5, you could probably just pull one of the threads and pull it all the way out. It won't lock the threads in.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So if you go like 5, 6, 5, 6 is when you're like, whoa.
Here, I'm gonna take a picture of what I have because I don't even know. I just kind of fiddled with it until I found something that I liked.
Yeah, mine. I don't know. Here lately, mine's been kind of loose. I know if you go too tight, though, you are warped. Bird nests are us. Also, spandex kind of plays weird with tension as well. You need to be very mindful of what your tension is when you're dealing with stretch material.
I've never had to adjust mine ever since I set it like this. No matter what material I use in it. Honestly, my stitching looks like it's damn near just a line. I'll take a picture of my stitching on this coat right here.
Oh, I'm black on black. I'm sewing black on black to check my stitches, like I'll ever be able to see it. I'm not a smart man. Yeah, I think that's good.
Put my thumbnail in the photo so you can see.
Need some white fabric.
Walmart package is on the way. What Walmart package?
Come here with a box of scraps. To me.
Did you do any of the pre-orders from Walmart?
I did the Iron Man one. Oh.
I got some Joes, and I got the Zartan, the Storm Shadow, the Snake Eyes, the retro card stuff, and I got the Star Lord.
I just got the Iron Man. I did pre-order that chamber because I think that's a very smart idea on the the Ghost Rider there.
Oh yeah, you can just make a classic Ghost Rider easily with that. And you slim it. You could use them for basically like a Robbie Reyes, even though he don't have the white stripes, because he's slender.
I don't know. Robbie Reyes always struck me as a onesie.
It's not a onesie, it's the riding suit.
I said what I said. It's CD pajamas. Oh, sorry, Mr. Skull Guy. You still? Oh, I knocked your house. Look, even though Harker hates you guys, I don't.
What?
I appreciate.
You're talking about those little things I throw away?
Yeah. The mesits, I think they're called.
Yeah, the mesits. I even throw away the pins. The pins that come with it and stuff.
My son loves those things.
Man, I eat all that stuff. It all gets tossed.
Let's try 2.
Do you see that? Did the photo go through? The pic.
Instagram?
Yeah, on Instagram.
No, I don't have any IV medications. Notifications.
Are you sure you don't need some medications?
It's been a long day. Started at the ass crack of dawn, 4 o'clock this morning. Pull it, bop it, twist it,
Jerk it.
load it, cock it. Yeah, that looks good.
I think 2 is what I have mine on.
Presently at 2.
Chris Jordan, I plan on making Mad Max out of chamber and loan shop bodies. Cool.
That'd be interesting how that turned out.
A lot of Tom Hardy heads rolling around out there too, so.
Mel Gibson?
Or unless you want to make the racist one. The mad.
If we judge historical figures with the morals and understanding that we have today.
Yeah, Mad Max and Mad at Jews Max.
Nice. That's funny. Good joke. Okay, so I think 1 is causing problems. I had to go up to 2. Too tight. Said lean over.
Man, it sucks because I like this guy's paint job he did on this NCR Ranger head a lot, but when I with the LED, there is so much light bleed through on the helmet, like all over it. So I'm gonna have to go back in and do all kinds of touch-ups all over it.
Put some kilts on it.
I just put pink all over it. LED is bright as hell.
So I've been playing God of War. Has anybody been playing that? Ragnarok?
Whenever they put it on PC.
It's so good. I think about it when I'm not playing it, and for me, that's a sure sign of a good time for games.
I don't do consoles.
Well,
I got a $7,000 computer. I'm going to play that.
What game are you playing?
Currently, nothing at all.
All righty then.
I've played that game before.
Yeah. Currently, nothing.
I play that game.
I know how to play. I know the controls for that.
If I play anything, it'll eat up all my free time, and so I won't get anything done like this at all.
Well, I mean, what is free time?
I've been working on this Ascending Knight right here, my blue version of the first appearance.
God. Ow. Not nice, Mr. Sewing Machine Man.
Got like the winged suit. I did all the lines, the pleats with black lines. Turned out pretty good. I like it. Paint the belt, do a new suit for it. I don't like this Ascending Knight suit. Do a different bat symbol. Maybe a little paint work on it. I think I'll keep the head though.
So Muslim is wanting to not full time. Witness.
Seems pretty interesting. Something wrong. I've definitely, it's definitely caught my eye a couple times, but I would have to justify that to my wife, who's like, exactly how much would you play it? And I'm like, I don't know.
When I first bought the PlayStation 5, my wife played it, wasn't me.
Well, my wife uses our PlayStation 4 for YouTube, and that's pretty much exclusively it. She sits over there and watches Let's Plays, and I sit over here doing work all day long. Here's the other Ascending Knight with the winged suit that I did, but I have blue stitching on the inside of it.
Maybe I'm wrong.
But shut up.
Yeah, my kitten's already come to see me. Found me uninteresting and left.
Looking for yellow pins to use on my One Punch Man arms. My bag of pins.
So I just pushed it up to 9 on the tension. I can't tell any difference.
Well, there's some nostalgia. DC Direct clear pins that break all the time.
Hey, I just got a meditation from Parker. RG.
Oh, okay. He just got your notification.
Oh.
Maybe
he can tell me what those damn settings are, because I sure as hell don't. I looked at somebody else's that was sewing, and I was like on YouTube, and I was like, yeah, I'll try those, and he worked out.
Well, the middle one, you're probably not gonna. It doesn't affect straight stitch.
Yeah.
The one that's right above brother, that's you're gonna be your tension.
Okay, that's what.
And then
that's what I figured. And the another one off to the right. That size in between.
Yeah, that's your stitch length. So you run 9 for your tension.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what. Am I still here? I'm still here.
You're still there.
Oh, good, good. We're gonna stop then. No more back button.
I need to switch out my
And what
mouse.
were you running on your tension?
Do what now?
And what were you running on yours?
4.
Oh, and the higher you go, the more tension, or
Yeah, it appears to be the higher you go, the more tension you have.
okay.
By my testing just now.
Let's say mine are a lot more tense now.
Go down to 0.5. See how it goes.
Have to use 1 white pen. Found 3 yellow. Yeah. Very similar to what I say about when it's like a best way to prep for joints. Don't and use the colors that you need.
Yeah, 1 is super loose.
Ghost Junior Firearms. Howdy, sir. Howdy, everyone. Good evening, sir.
Got it. Okay.
Duck. What's that poor duck do to you, Harker?
Hold on, I can't hear. This thing's right in my ear.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go 8.5.
Okay, now what? What'd you say?
Said, stop killing ducks.
Your Dremel sounds like you're killing a duck.
Oh. Hell yeah. Fuck them ducks. Unless they're ducks back from where I used to work at the jail. I don't even gonna fuck with those ducks, man. We used to do back when we used to go to the academy that was right across the street from the jail downtown. In Texas, there's no like sewage dump laws in the city. Like you can dump sewage directly into the river.
Yeah, that shit don't surprise me none.
So
Texas.
out of the jail, like there's raw sewage being dumped right into the river, and there's ducks that live in that river, and they're all mutants. And so I would call them mutant shit ducks. And I would always tell people, don't fuck with mutant shit ducks. And when we would do, part of our lap was upstairs around the pedestrian sidewalk, down some stairs, and then across the pathway that's by the river. And sometimes the mutant shit ducks would kind of get close or even up on that path. And, you know, I would tell everybody, go around them. You know, you get a good 5 feet away from them, you know, and they'll leave you alone. Just don't fuck with them. The citizens that were always like the non like employed by the sheriff's office already, because we were all like detention officers or before we were certified, but like the civilians that would that were in the academy, it without fail, there was always one moron in the classes, because I would take the class every year just to get TCOL credits in order to get my enough points to get promoted ASAP to sergeant, because I wanted a lot more money. And so I went through the academy 3 times. So I would always tell them, like, don't fuck with the ducks. Don't fuck with the mutant shit ducks. And the instructors would laugh and shit, like, yeah, it's going to happen again, huh? Who's going to get bit this time? And I would always tell them, like, it's going to be this moron. And one guy got bit, had to get 18 stitches because the duck won't stop. The The duck's coming for you no matter what. As far as you try to run, the duck will get hit by traffic before it stops. And if it just bounces off of a windshield, it's still coming for you. And this one bounced off a windshield. The guy got lucky, sprinted across the street. The duck got hit by a windshield, still flew after him, got him, bit the living shit out of him 3 or 4 times. These ducks have teeth on a duck, and bit the living shit out of him. Dumbass didn't go get stitches or go to the doctor at all for like 2 days, got a severe infection, and had to get some of his muscle removed.
Ugh.
Yeah. Mutant shit duck. Like, he's a man, dumbass. Telling you, man. Don't fuck with the mutant shit ducks.
I don't know what got on those arms I painted up for One Punch Man, but the paint got soft.
Oh, really?
So I just dropped it in some oven cleaner. I'll just strip it off.
Oh, use purple power. That's the best way of stripping that stuff off without having any chance of problems with like oven cleaner trying to eat away at your plastic.
The only plastics the oven cleaner messes with is translucent. If it's opaque, you're fine. And I got a bucket of this is about the same stuff. It's super clean.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's purple power is about the same thing. I love purple power. Stuff annihilates acrylic paint.
Something long. Anybody hear about Hasbro possibly losing license for Marvel and Star Wars? They're probably probably want
2026 is when they'll stop making Marvel figures. We'll probably see the end of them in 2026. I believe the contract is up in 2025. And the last of the Marvel figures will be in 2026. The comic, the MCU figures, the last of those will be in 2027, I think. And there's a possibility they're splitting the contract where Hasbro will continue to make MCU figures, and the comic figures will be picked up by another company. Star Wars will probably still stay with Hasbro more than likely.
That's the one they got to pay a lot for license wise.
There's a good chance they're splitting all those tickets up. There's a few people in line for Marvel license right now, and that's Mattel and Jada and
if Jada gets them, those Street Fighter figures, I bet more pictures I see of those are damn nice.
Yeah, Jada, Mattel,
they got the double ball. They got the diaphragm up top and the ball joint at the waist, so they can crunch down like crazy.
But Jazzwares is the front runner.
So
Cam.
Basically, back to Toy Biz. A lot of people that work for Toy Biz is at Jazzwares.
Yeah, they're the front runners right now.
I don't want this. I don't want the flipper hands.
Neither do I. Are they still doing flippers though on all their stuff?
When they did the Fortnite figures before Hasbro got them, they did flipper hands.
They're getting the Fortnite stuff back.
Yep.
Because Hasbro's done with it, and they're going to be getting it all back.
You think Hasbro's going to learn a lesson to quit trying to make multiplayer, like online style, like video game characters?
No.
I have no idea. No.
Stuff like with Capcom would make more, a license like Capcom makes more sense because there's a bigger market for that.
There's more sense in them they try to buy out all these damn licenses incomplete, and they don't. Then they just turn around and don't do anything with them. You'd
Yeah.
think that they would had a big stake in the Dungeons and Dragons movie, and they don't. Like, they lent out that license instead of being a major stakeholder. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, you could have come on as a massive producer,
This
and
right here
instead
would
they didn't want to take the chance.
this right here would be a home run if Jada gets Marvel. They did like a line of Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah, they may not have the capital. It really depends on what they do with their Street Fighter line between now and then.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to pump those figures out.
Where,
Between now and
speaking of that, where's Chun-Li? She was supposed to wave one, and when the pre-orders went up, she wasn't part of it.
might have been kickback. Might not have been finished. I mean, there are still people that have to give approval on all those figures. They are, the people that have the IP, whoever in Capcom has to still approve them. So, I mean, just like with Marvel, there's, they got to go through the whole process of, okay, this is what we got for you, and then they go, no, and then it gets kicked back. It's
Hasbro made a weird decision with Street Fighter, mixing it with Power Rangers.
I think maybe it's because they can't
Do full on.
Yeah.
That's a good possibility. It's like this. They couldn't get the license since Jada has the full characters. They can't do that.
That's a very strong possibility. So if it comes I would say that's almost exactly it.
Hey.
I don't want to take off any of this shit. That sucks. He made my pit boy too long.
Yeah, they had Street Fighter and a G.I. Joe line back in the 90s. I remember those. I got the Prime torso pretty much full ready for paint. The Todd Father will get all the licenses. He'd still just make Batman. We could get Dark Claw.
Maybe.
Right.
He'd make Dark Claw, and that's about it.
No,
Yeah. Just a bunch of Dark Claw. Different kinds of Dark Claw.
the end of all thigh swivel ever.
Yeah. Oh. I don't know why you don't want to put thigh swivel on a figure.
Because he brought on one guy that did the tooling, and then he did the tooling for him, and then got the program built for him, and then fired the guy. And now would have to hire somebody that knew how to do other rigging for tooling. You don't want to have to hire another rigging guy. It's what he does with everybody. He hires on somebody that knows what they're doing, and they think that they got a permanent job, and then he just fires them.
Do the back first. Yeah.
And now that he has such a shit reputation of doing that, no one wants to work for him. He's got a couple of resume or a couple of job postings that have been out there for like a year or more that no one will accept, like a couple of art deals and stuff like that, other art jobs and stuff like that. No one wants to take them on because they know they're going to come in, they're going to draw some stuff up, they're going to do some, if they drop enough stuff, he's going to like draw this and this and this and this, and he's going to go over them, and then he's going to be happy with what they've done and just fire them. Like, okay, bye.
Have a good time. Bye.
He's like, yeah, leave your job from over there. I'll pay you this much. And then just can them before he's got to pay him a whole bunch of anything.
The Batmobiles are going to be dropping this month. No time whatsoever from solicitation to at your doorstep.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Very interested to see how it goes.
It's like a telling Hasbro, watch out. Don't let my deck hit you when I swing and make turn real fast. $350 plus tax and shipping for HasLab, and $60. You get a bigger car. Of course,
I think they're being a little gun shy about their Hank Pym HasLab right now. Hold on, I gotta dremel this.
Well, as well they should be.
If they do a lab, it's going to fail. It's going to be overpriced.
They're going to talk about inflation and everything else, and it's going to be $800 for the Galactus figure.
If we did those today, that'd be a lot more expensive.
Unfortunately, all we got is today.
Yeah.
HasLab is not for kids.
Oh, the Adrian says the Miller Dark Knight, Frank Miller Dark Knight. Wow. I never got it. Is the armored one or the regular suit one? I can see Todd not wanting to do thigh swivels because it breaks the sculpt.
Oh, fuck that motherfucker, I mean,
It's all about his sculpt.
But yeah,
that's what totally destroyed him back in the day.
Yeah.
He's like, the sculpt's most important. At the very end there, he wasn't making toys. He was making statues.
Yeah.
And that's whatever.
That's why he's excited about his 12-inch line right now. His statue line, he says his statue line is better than, his figures, and it's the future.
We're talking about them fucking.
The future is not statues.
That's what he was saying in that fucking little video.
Yeah.
He also probably thinks the NFTs are the future.
Bigger.
We also think people don't like female characters too.
Yeah. Look, guys. People like dick and nuts. They don't like boobies.
You make sociopaths if you buy little boys like girl toys. They grow to resent you.
Look, you're gonna make an incel out of him.
It's like he wanted a superhero figure, and you bought him a Barbie doll.
He wants robots and monsters and dinosaurs.
Oh my!
But,
He wants to buy his 16-year-old daughter her first car to be a Mercedes-Benz SUV, only for her to wreck it, completely total it 2 hours later, and instead of doing insurance, just buy her a brand new one the same day, because that's what he did. Dad of the year.
yeah.
Buy her a fucking brand new ass SUV that costs like $200K, $250K, and then fucking buy her another one later the same day. Don't even do anything with insurance. Like, just buy another one. Yeah, that's the spirit. Let's buy another one.
Must be nice.
Right?
And Daddy ain't got that kind of cheddar.
Toddy Mac does.
You know, Steve Jobs bought a car every 6 months so he wouldn't have to tag it.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Good Lord. I mean, he could just have an assistant do it, for the love of God.
He said it was something along the lines of having to register the vehicle, and you shouldn't have to register a vehicle with the government or the state.
Sure. Why not? Let's go with that.
You know, I understand. Look, it's not the government's business or the state's business what you own, but also you're using their roads. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, you pay taxes. They're technically your roads too, but at the same time, you're not doing the work to maintain them.
Well, they're already talking about doing like taxing people who buy EVs because you're not paying the fuel tax.
Oh.
If you buy an EV, they're going to tax you at the
You
end of the
pay
year.
the sun tax.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you're either paying at the pump or they're going to make you pay at the pump.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna pay at the charger. It's just like the
you got to pay that. You got to pay that coal tax.
in fucking California with the solar panels, man. They're making you pay that ridiculous. Oh God, I can't remember what it's called now. But they're making you pay for those solar panels, and then they're like forcing you to give your excess power to the power company. Like,
Yeah, that's all solar panels.
yeah, they're not. It's like it was going to be like a thing where you would get money back for helping supply the power, but then they like pass some bullshit to where it's like now it's like mandatory for you to do it.
Yeah, no. You don't. They don't ever give you money. You just pay less on your bill is all.
If you used to be though, if you could actually generate enough power and you could actually create more power than you actually use, they would pay you. I've had a friend have that happen to them.
Yeah, they passed some shit or did pass some shit in California where they nullified that.
Of course. In Soviet California,
Yeah.
solar
You nothing.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, though,
you supply the solar.
there ain't nothing but sunshine in California. And if everybody did the solar, then the power companies would be out of business.
I mean, how many how many days out of the year that you have fucking rolling blackouts and brownouts and shit? Like, what about them? What about those days? Those days you should get money back too. But no, you get actually fucking hit harder on those kind of days because of the repower up and the workers and shit like that. So you end up paying more when you're forced to do like the rolling brownouts and blackouts. Like your bills actually get higher, which is unbelievable. So you're telling me that I'm being forced to not use the electricity, and I'm actually going to be paid. I'm actually paying more on my bill for that? Yeah, okay. No?
Install all the solar panels and batteries and stuff, and it'd just be my little secret.
Exactly.
Not sure how I should pose old soupy pants. Should I even keep old soupy pants?
Yeah.
You know, I have the Hush Superman from Mayflex.
First coat of gold. A lot of people like that thing. I think it sells for quite a bit. Yeah, Hush Superman sells for quite a bit.
Are you saying I should sell it?
If it don't fit your collection, sell it.
I mean, it does.
Well, then keep it. Well, you got.
No, because I have the Mayfix Cyborg and the Mayfix.
Are you getting steel?
Yeah.
Then keep it.
And I know they're gonna make a Superboy. They're gonna. They have to.
An Eradicator.
Right. You got it. You know what I'm stepping in.
Yeah. I didn't get the Superman, but I figure they're going to make another Superman. I got the black suit Superman.
Yeah.
I didn't get the Hush one.
I did not.
Like I said, I just anything Mayfix puts out, I pretty much get.
I didn't get the Dark Knight Returns Superman either.
Really surprised with that one. I thought I wasn't gonna like it. And I was like, I don't know why I got this one. And then I got, I had the Dark Knight Armored Batman. And like, do I really need these? And then I got them in and I was like, yeah, these look really good on the shelf. Fuck. And then I got, I was like, I wanted a really good Loki, but I didn't really want the Ragnarok look. But I'll be damned if this thing doesn't look great. I mean, this thing in person looks really good. So I'm pretty darn happy with those. This and the pleated look on this cape is wonderful. They killed it.
You like the cape?
Yeah, absolutely. I like a lot of Mayfix capes for me are pretty good.
My state recently forced everyone to buy pay toll tags or else get charged for license plate fees 2 times the price. And they don't even fix the roads for us, greedy bastards. Yeah.
That sounds about right. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Most places that have toll roads, they don't do nothing to the roads.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't. Now look, the toll roads are the best roads that there are, but
they're not.
But they just raise the rates on them too. It's like not only did your gas bill go up, but the toll bill went up too. So get back to driving the regular roads like all the other slugs.
I hate concrete roads too.
Yeah, they make a lot of fucking noise.
Dum,
And
dum.
also, the sun like bounces off of them,
Mm-hmm.
makes it hard to see on bright sunny days.
And they freeze up easier.
They are smalls, and they are killing me. Superman. Da-da-da.
So you didn't get the Return of Superman black suit?
I like the way the suit feels. If that's anything to anybody.
Oh yeah, the Mesco. It looks good. It could have been better, like at most things. Especially as long as they've been taken for these things. Like there's no excuse they shouldn't be perfect, especially like at Batman.
Yeah, that's a long ass haul on that thing. I don't know why they would wait so long. They couldn't have been waiting for that movie to pop.
That's idiotic, cause if that's the reason. Because Keaton Batman's always been popular. Oh, crap. Meant to leave the end of the belt, leave it bare plastic to help make it easier to glue. Oh well. I'll have to sand it off.
I don't think I have a blue this color. I feel like I want to cut these pants off and make a pattern out of them.
What soups?
I don't cut myself to put them back on me. I'm telling you, my knee and that boot just ain't lined up.
Better than my knees.
It's catawampus. Man, if they had to put a wire in the bottom of this cape, it'd have some fly out issues that would be unavoidable.
Thin material or what?
It's not connected to the figure, it's connected to the fabric.
That's weird.
So if it would have been all the way around, you know, the cape would want to push itself away from the figure. I'm not sure what the physics is on that, but every time I do a fully wired cape, I always have that problem. It never wants to lay flat against the figure.
Know what I can do? Start working on his Primeval's arms. Then we take apart so I can prep them.
I still, when I go out to get to the post office tomorrow, I'll go by the fabric store and pick up the red that I need.
Bright Bright red.
So I can have something to do.
Yep. Oh, let's see.
I actually have absolutely nothing to do for anybody right now because I finished everything, and I think I have like 2 projects pending. I'm just waiting on these figures to arrive.
Yeah. But one of them's you're waiting on. Something along the He-Man wave looks okay, but dull, like cheap kids' toys. Yeah, they do. Their paints are kind of blah.
Well, I mean, to be fair, they are cheap kids' toys.
Well, he's talking about Masterverse. Masterverse, I'm assuming. And they're not cheap kids' toys.
30?
Actually, the one that was originally started out to be like the cheaper line, I like better. I like the Origins better. They actually upped the budget on the Origins figures and put more paint, more details on them. And they're nice.
But
Mattel can't paint their figures. That's true too. And something about the plastics they use too, like on those Masterverse figures, it's hard to get paint to stick to it. Since I can't proofread, do you thin your Tamiya paint before applying? Yes, I do. I put thinner in the jars itself.
fuck the bullshit. I just get it to where it needs to be, just out of the jar. What on the Tamiya? What do you use for thinner? Tamiya thinner, or you just use alcohol, or
Tamiya.
Tamiya thinner?
Yep. It's right here.
Do you thin your testers?
Nope. Straight out the bottle. Every now and then add a little bit of water to it when they start getting a little old.
Drying out.
It starts to thicken up when you've had it for a while and you just add a little bit of water. And that stuff sticks better than any paint they make now. That's as a water base. The Mr. Color sticks pretty good.
You hurt me, but you know. Hello.
Is this important? Can I knock this over? I knocked that one over.
You're so difficult. He goes into my room and does that shit. Like, all by himself. He'll be in there all by himself, and you hear clatter, clatter, and you see him run out of the room, and you gotta go pick up the stuff off the bottom shelf.
Ooh.
He's still the best boy, though.
Yeah.
He eats the wife's plants, too.
If Mattel did a Marvel Legends like line, like the WWE Ultimates, it wouldn't be too bad. Yeah. Exactly. That's when they had the DC line. What pissed me off, like pissed a lot of people off. You already have a great source of bucks with the WWE figures. Well, I've made plenty of customs using WWE figures as the base back in the day.
Well, you know, Hasbro, they had talked to Hasbro, and it was doing like a fan stream or whatever, and they said, you know, why don't you incorporate some of that Black Series or Power Ranger articulation, you know, how the figures are made, you know, these bucks and stuff. And they're like, you can't really cross over like that because there are certain restrictions that Marvel places on them, and they can't just willy-nilly do the stuff.
Yeah. That's why we keep getting these stupid modern renditions of characters that nobody wanted.
Trying to push the
That Kingpin
Probably
wave,
both good stuff.
the Kingpin Build-A-Figure wave was horrible. Like modern.
What was the last Build-A-Figure that was really good? Puff Adder?
Puff Adder is good because it's on Caliban, but paint wise it sucks. Build the quality, the sculpt and stuff like that is good because it's wasn't designed for that. But the last good one, I would say, heck, probably the Armadillo. Controller's all right, but
He's just basically Thanos.
He's Thanos plus very restricted in articulation.
Yeah, Thanos was our restricted too.
Yep. I don't know why they even made a new butt for Thanos. Why they didn't just use the Apocalypse body or Caliban. To me, I think that Thanos is too damn small.
Price of the rent is too damn high.
Too damn high. How much is
Yeah.
it?
I do think that they have a problem with buck utilization. They don't fit the characters correctly.
No.
Sabretooth not being on the Omega Red body is just tragedy.
Borderline. The Random should have been on the Omega Red body. From the new box set. Random should have been on the Omega Red too. There's so many characters that need to be on the Omega Red that don't do it.
Is Superman a beefy boy or is he a thinny, lanky boy?
Who?
Superman.
Superman?
Yeah.
Beefy?
Superman's beefy like Captain America, right?
Yep.
Spider-Man's got a runner's physique.
Yep. The Warlock figure, Adrian's the Warlock figure was good. That was good a long time ago. It was a good one.
What? A long time ago. Was that even Hasbro?
Yeah.
You know, I just read over the last 2 days, I just read X of Swords. The Hickman X-Men run.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, Controller was just a retool of Thanos, so it's nothing really special with that one.
Nothing to write home about.
Yeah. And plus two, personally, I think he's too big.
Well, Controller is a Iron Man villain, so
Yeah.
of course I got that. I got it.
He's not that big of a character. I don't know why they put him on such a buff body. Plus two, the body is not very articulate.
Oh, you know what? I could get back to sewing my monkey suit.
What's ridiculous was when they did the first Build-A-Figure Thanos, and he was too small. Then people were like, then they announced the Marvel Select one. They're like, oh, we got the Marvel Select. And for some damn reason, they made Marvel Select make Thanos the exact same size as the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure.
Yeah.
So what the hell? You make big figures. You don't make Marvel Legends scale figures. What happened?
Trying to get some of that Marvel Legends money.
Well, but they screwed up, though. I was looking forward for the fact it's going to be bigger and proper sized. Then they made it too damn small. So we have yet to get the only good Thanos we got is the earlier Marvel Select one, that's less articulated. How long is your hair now?
My hair?
I can see it down past your shoulders.
Yeah, that's it's almost to my my boobies now. It's long. It's been almost 2 years since I've had it cut in any real way.
Don Fabio.
In my 43 years on this earth, I'd never had long hair. I thought, well, before I die, I might as well see what it's like.
Don't hate Don because he's beautiful.
Yeah, man. Hate me because I'm ugly.
In my 43 years, or almost 43 years on this earth, I've never been balding. But here I am. Trade you.
Fortunately, that's not an issue in my family.
It
No
really
bald
wasn't
people.
an issue in mine either. My grandpa was a little bit, but...
Well, here we are. I mean, it is now.
Looks like I'm getting the worst of it. Oh, well. And I'm just shaving my head.
Hair today, gone tomorrow. Right?
At least I can grow a big-ass beard. That's all that matters. Because if I was bald and couldn't grow a huge beard, oh, my God.
Yeah, if it was all patchy and bullshit, yeah, you'd have trouble.
Oh, man. See, because if you can't look at me and go, what a magnificent beard first, that would be a problem.
You know, guys don't get compliments very often. But I got one the other day. A guy in the middle of Walmart's like, oh man, I like that curly hair you got.
Oh, I bet.
I was like, what? And turned around and they had a guy with a bunch of curls in his hair. And I was like,
I get compliments on my beard a lot.
I get compliments from guys when I'm wearing gray sweatpants. It's real weird. It's like, damn, dude. I like those pants. Why?
Well, I'm wearing them just for you.
Why? Where'd you get them? Like Old Navy? Why? It's like, oh, I was just wondering.
The question that never gets old of hearing: how long did it take you to grow that beard?
Yeah.
3 months.
I just tell them, like, I can shave it tomorrow and have it back in a week or two.
Yep.
Oh, little tip when you're shaving down, for those in the chat, it's like I did on the tutorial. I was shaving down the hinges for clearance, color them with a Sharpie, and once you get rid of all the Sharpie color, you should have just about enough room for paint.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
What do you think? You were away where we were mentioning Parker. What do you think was the best last good Build-A-Figure?
It's terrible that that's such a hard question.
Let me see.
Although I think you're right. That was a good Build-A-Figure.
Mm-hmm. All unique sculpt, beautifully done.
Yeah. Good range on the articulation. The hands were really good.
And that's the one that should have been retooled into Chod.
Or Rhino.
That too.
Could have made it.
Probably has to be Armadillo.
That's what I said too. It's beautifully sculpted, and that's what they should have used for Chod and Armor. And they could have done another Rhino. They could have done they could have done an Abomination on that mold.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people would probably want to say Bone Breaker, but I didn't care for it at all. I thought the little tank seemed dinky to me.
Oh yeah, I didn't even build that thing. I got the one figure that the chest came with. What figure was it?
I guess the face was very expressive, but it looked really, I don't know,
doofy
to me.
He looked like a doofus.
Yeah. The one in the Spider-Man Retro series was really nice. The Invisible Man. Nice one.
The Bone Breaker torso came with a Vulcan.
I did get a Vulcan. That's a Roger.
Yeah, I got myself a fodder as well.
Yeah, but did yours have a snazzy silicone head?
Nice. Does not.
So Zavala died. That's unfortunate.
The what now?
Zavala died. That's unfortunate.
The what died?
Zavala. Lance.
My brain is just not listening, hearing what you're saying.
Lance Reddick.
Yeah, Lance Reddick.
Okay.
Toys are me.
Toys are me. Yes, very good.
Toys are me. Oh man!
I will break into your house and shit in places that will just confuse you.
The fact that he helped write that shit is just—it fucking kills me.
Yeah, that man's been the voice of Zavala, which is the voice of Destiny 2 since Destiny. And
my buddy,
they have to kill him off and retire him, just like they did Cade for Nathan Fillion.
My buddy Travis, I call him Wookiee because I've known him because he played a Wookiee in Star Wars Galaxy, and that's where I met him. So I've called him Wookiee since Star Wars Galaxies back in 2002.
Oh yeah, forget about Conchu is pretty decent.
And Conchu's really good. That's right.
I didn't build him, so I didn't know him for reference.
I wasn't thinking MCU, but yeah.
Yeah.
But he knew Lance Reddick because Wookiee was was team leader for the raid test team for Bungie. So he did all of the testing for the raid for Destiny 2. Really, really stinks.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Who knows how much they have of him pre-recorded, how far he can go.
I don't know. What's sad is I definitely have this guy right next to me, and I was like sitting there going, I don't know. Don't remember which one was really good.
That Ultron was tiny.
I have that one. That one's over there. I remembered that one pretty quickly. It's not on the list.
Yeah. They made him way undersized.
He's not on the list.
No, he's on the list. He's not on that list.
He's on the disappointment list.
He's on Jericho's list.
That was a good show. I hate how they just ended.
Well, I was talking about Chris Jericho from when he had the list on. He'd show up and put people on the list.
You have failed this city.
Different list.
Failed this city on rock and roll.
You on Crow? I like Sauron, but needed at least a wash. Yeah, it's really well sculpted figure. Like most Hasbro stuff, though, everything's lacking paint. Which, when they were cheap, you understood. Now they're wanting premium prices for stuff. It's like, guys, you don't know this don't work this way. You want charge premium prices. You're gonna have to start putting premium paint on stuff.
Yeah, premium product comes with premium prices.
You're starting to charge same price as NECA. NECA paints everything.
Yeah, but we're adults. We got to pay adult prices.
Well, that's fine, dandy. But you got to give us adult products.
Mm-hmm.
Adults want to play with toys. You got to pay adult prices, bro. You know that?
Hallelujah, amen.
Somebody needs to start slapping them old men around in Hasbro.
Old men don't give a shit about anything.
That's why I said just
other than money.
Yeah, money.
That's why
That's
I said
all they want. Get that money.
They'll listen to some slapping around. Which they're going to get some slapping around.
If you slap their bank account around, they'll listen. They don't listen. The bruises heal, wallet doesn't.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna get their wallets slapped around when people quit buying.
I feel like that's already happened.
Disney just got through slapping around freaking Ron DeSantis in the state of Florida, so they're coming for the rest of them motherfuckers next, man.
The only thing I've seen sell out Marvel Legend wise is that Captain America that came out with the Extremist Iron Man.
I didn't hear
everything else been freely available that I've seen.
I didn't hear anything was going on with Dremel on.
I think they're already getting hit in their pocketbook because I haven't seen anything sell out, not since like the Extremist Iron Man Captain America. Yeah. That Captain America, the Iron Man didn't, but I did have trouble finding the Captain America, which I wound up and didn't buy anyway. But that's like been the only one that's been even remotely difficult to get a hold of.
Yeah, they're definitely going to get hit big in the pocket. Disney's going to get hit big in the pocket next. Now they lost their tax shelter in Florida.
No. It's gone. They flipped fucking script on them, dude. They did some old school crazy shit, enacted some law that had to do with like the royal dynasty in the UK. Look into it. It happened today. It's bonkers. it completely nullified anything that the state of Florida can do to them.
That's kind of doubtful in that one. It's the state of Florida.
No, it doesn't. It literally. Here, I'll pull it up. Whenever you're done, I'll
What you got?
Disney quietly took power. This is from CNN Politics. Disney quietly took power from DeSantis. New board before state takeover. So let's see. New board handpicked by a Republican governor to oversee Disney's special taxing district said Wednesday it was considering action over a multi-decade agreement reached between the entertainment giant and the outgoing board days before the state hostile takeover last month. And let me see. Let me go down here to see where the crazy, weird shit that they pulled on them. They're pulling together like lawyers to try to like find all the ways around this little law that they were able to enact on them. Let's see. Consideration delegation. Ugh, come on, bunch of legal jargon. I just want the one freaking saying. That's it. The one thing. Where are you at? Declared.
Well, gentlemen, it's been a long day. I think we'll have to go knock it out.
No, it's not a done deal. It's like it's the last. At your initial review suggests these agreements may have significant legal informations that would render the contracts void as a matter of law, but it's not a done deal.
Yeah, well, no, it's definitely not a done deal. It's just them going back to find a way around their little loopholes that they put in place.
Making a corporation pay the taxes they're supposed to pay.
Yeah.
Oh, Sector 2813 is asking if you're going to be listing more of the Beta Ray Bill Marble Select cakes. Finally got mine from Entertainment Earth, and yours sold out.
Yeah.
Come on, Harker. Do another run of them.
I'll do another small run. Yeah, sure. I've got at least one other person that's asking, so.
Oh, out, Don.
Yeah.
There it is. The royal family clause. I don't understand how the royal family clause makes any sense in America. Yeah, but apparently this applies somehow.
It's a last ditch effort, it's more likely. It's just they're going to try to keep from having to pay them taxes if they don't have to.
They used a legal clause that name checks King Charles III to apparently thwart Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' attempt to strip the company of self-governance power in the state. For nearly a year, state legislatures, blah blah blah. We've already known this until recently. I want to know exactly what the law does, or the little loophole does. I don't want to know it. I already know how the bullshit on our side works. I want to know this unbelievable crap.
It's probably gonna fail.
Well, here's the thing. Oh, here it is. There's the declaration. The agreement includes a royal clause that dates back to 1692 in Britain, and it extends its term limit for decades. This declaration shall continue in effect until 21 years after the death of the last survivor of the descendants of King Charles III, King of England, living as the date of this declaration. What?
Yeah.
Why? But hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Well, I think that's it for me, gentlemen. I'm gonna have to head on into the bed.
All righty, my friend.
All right, buddy.
You have a good night.
And I'll see you guys again on the next one. Thanks for letting me stop by and chit chat with you guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. Have a good time.
You little, do not knock that down again. I just spent like 10 minutes putting that stuff up. You knocked down like all of my storage containers for my figures, and it knocked out like it busted open like 3 bins earlier.
Sector 2813 said the former Reedy Creek Development Board assigned the power back to Disney before leaving office. A binding declaration that doesn't expire until England's monarchy dies out.
Interesting. But there's also some people that if this board like convenes, and then there's some witnesses that they want to keep out real bad that still work and have worked for Disney, that are willing to come forward and say how much money they gave to Ron DeSantis's election and re-election campaigns under different super PACs, and they're willing to come forth and like tell exactly how much money they were giving to the state under different organizations, and it doesn't even equal the amount that they will get in taxes if they stop giving the money through the other organizations. Like the only reasons that they want the special governance of their own bullshit is so they don't have to basically beg the state of Florida so they can put up a different ride or tear something down or build a fucking road inside of Disney. They want to be able to decide what happens within their own, bounds. But since they're so large, they have to, ask for permission from the state and get the zoning and do all this and that and the other. That's the only reason they want it. I don't blame them for that. But if they're willing to take a hit, sure, whatever. I mean, there's got to be a reason why every Republican governor that came before DeSantis stayed hands off on Disney. This thing fits on here super snug as hell, but as soon as I move this arm, it does not want to stay on right.
The way Universal and SeaWorld have to, yep. Treat Disney just the same as the rest.
All right, I think I got it today. Think about just gluing it on, man.
Then there's safety regulations. Yep.
That's the part that I definitely think needs to that needs to be governed by the United States.
Yep. They do their own inspections in Disney right now.
All that needs to be federally regulated.
Yep.
Zoning, if they could work something out with zoning, no big deal. But the rest of it, yeah.
In a world of OSHA violations.
Yeah.
The scene where some cops are trying to sue Afro Man for.
Yeah.
Good luck for that.
Because they fucking busted up his gate, his house, turned off his security cameras, traumatized.
They didn't just turn off his security cameras. They busted them.
They broke them?
They broke them, broke his gate, opened the gate backwards.
Yeah, and so they busted down his fucking door. That shit cost him thousands of dollars. They stole his money, dude.
Yeah, then they did a self-audit and said, like, oh, we just miscounted. It was less than what we actually originally broke down.
They stole $13,000 from him.
And the warrant had, like, kidnapping.
Yeah. $13,000 from Afro Man.
You want a slice of that living pound cake? Because he made videos making fun of their asses for basically illegal search. Called falsified information search.
Now they got their butts hurt because they got a little bit of time off.
Now they're trying to sue him for making profit off of their likeness. They're not celebrities. It only works if you're celebrities. You're famous. Using their likeness to. He's not using it for
they're arguing that they are now famous because of this.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't have raided his house for no reason.
They stole $13,000 from the dude. He only makes money off of local places where he raps and YouTube. That's the only place he makes money.
Yep. And they're trying to like take his profits from using their pictures. Send a picture to Instagram. It's a good effort. Okay, let me pull that up. Ooh. Let's see.
Poor Afro, man. Fucked up, dude.
He's making a Colossus figure using Puff Adder body and using the Crimson Dynamo arms. He's cutting down the pegs to fit into the Crimson. What you were saying, like making it to go into the body a little bit more, might look a little better. So it needs to go into this fuzz more. But I like that look though, big old shoulders. Oh, another picture. Present. Share screen. Oh, nice.
Oh, that's a big boy.
From the article, the restrictive covenant is binding, meaning Disney could easily sue the board for legal damage if it tries to overstep its powers. Yeah. It's more legal drama. We'll see what happens.
Like, for real? Like, it's like legit. There's not fuck ass that Florida could do?
Well, the statements are coming from Disney. So you get, so like the NPR statement from Disney said the move was appropriate and approved in open and notice public forum in compliance with Florida's government, according to Disney. Disney can when Disney's the source, is you got to take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
The plaintiff and the defendant in anything is going to tell any kind of story they can. It's almost like the South Park, the Muppet defense.
Oh, the Chewbacca defense?
Oh, that's it, Chewbacca defense.
The Chewbacca defense. Shit is so good.
That's well, this belongs to the. We're power to the monarchy dies out. Sure.
Monarchy.
Look at the monkey. That head explode. Yeah, the cops in the Afro Manda's case is like were upset because they were filmed doing their search. Most it's like
It's so good.
It's in his own house. He can film you if he wants to.
Hell yeah, you can.
That's the law.
You most certainly cannot turn off anybody's fucking camera. That is federal law. That is just straight up federal law. No state law will usurp that.
Yep. First Amendment.
I went through the fucking academy 3 times. I can tell you for sure what federal law is on that.
Oh yeah, that's Afro Man's countersuing them.
Hell yeah.
I was watching with a YouTube lawyer people talking about it.
I saw they had a couple more songs about it. I'm gonna listen to those. I need to listen to them sometime today because that shit was too good.
Any tips on reassembling a pinned limb? Use a blow dryer to heat your parts up, and I ended up using at the very end too. Like I'll use like a end of a dribble bit to help push the final pin in. So that after you paint though, you definitely don't want to get any water on it. You use a blow dryer to do just fine.
I think I finally might have part of this Ranger done.
Oh, nice.
Like I only work on it on stream, and it feels like I barely work on it at all. Do you have? I know you have a lot of Build-A-Figure parts, right?
Not as much as I used to, but
you don't happen to have Zenmu's head, do you?
Zenmu's head.
The Yeti-looking dude.
What'd it come with?
Red Skull.
I may have given it to my extra one to a friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
I know I got 2 red skulls because I got a defective one from Amazon, and they sent me another one to replace it and told me to keep the other one. But I think I gave it to my friend Kevin.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive I did.
Because I am going to make a Mothman, and I've decided that's the head I want.
Yeah, that'd definitely be a good one for that.
I just gotta make the dome feathery.
I gotta try to get some extra parts and junk figures and try out what paint I'm gonna use. I have to hit it with some primer first. So I'm going to use a hammer tone paint to get the textured look.
Oh, I don't know.
Because it needs to be all nasty and bumpy like this.
Oh, right. Ooh.
So I'm thinking the hammer tone paint will work.
You think you might need to do extra clearance because of that?
Well, I'll probably put the arms together. I'll paint the in here gray beforehand. That way I don't get the hammer tone inside on anything because it's going to be thicker.
Okay.
That way it's only where it needs to be.
Makes sense.
Clearance enough for the paint, the gray paint, but the hammer tone would have to clearance more. But I'm going to do some pre-painting on all the surface contact areas, then put it together, then hit it with the hammer tone. First, I'm going to try it on some junker figures. Oh, here we go. This will be perfect. I got a He-Man torso sitting right here. I can try that.
If you happen to run across any of the Indiana Jones figures, I need 2 Indianas.
Okay.
Just need his legs.
The local Walmart, Target right now is doing a remodel, so I'll be lucky to get anything for a while.
Yeah.
We're not even doing clearance stuff, clearance sales during the remodel.
Ooh.
Which sucks because they got several of the G.I. Joe Tiger Force Dukes with the motorcycle. It was like, that's good, a lot of good parts. Everybody else's clearance targets are clearance them out for $20
On Duke?
on the motorcycle Duke, the $40 Duke.
Really? I need that Duke. I don't want the cycle. I need the Duke.
And he's got his grease gun rifle.
I need Duke. That's the last. He's the last one I need for Tiger Force. Dang, I need that. I know mine's not gonna have it for clearance though. Son of a bitches.
Yep. They make a lot. Every time I see that paint job on that primeval head, I'm impressed. I appreciate it. Took a while. I got hopefully the time I get to paint the rest of the body, I can remember exactly what I did to get this really cool decayed look. I think I did a black wash, then I did an olive green wash, so I can get that little nasty looking look to it. Come on, focus, camera. That head sculpt is so damn cool. Yeah, got to. We're using the hammer tone paint too. Don't have to worry about seams too much because it's going to cover a bit of the detail. I'll still clean them up though.
Here's where we're at so far.
That looks great, man.
Here, let me turn on the focus. I gotta do a little work on the helmet to where it won't bleed through on the LED.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was actually reflecting off or is it shining through the helmet, but it's showing.
And underneath, since I'm using this, I'm using actually rubber tube to press fit it, so I can still take the rubber tube out to get to the light inside, so I could change out the bulb, or not the bulb, but the battery. So so that LED is just pressure fit in there with rubber hose.
Okay, I got you.
That way it still has a good fit on there and it doesn't fall off at all. I got the Pit Boy on there, and I got the plate done up with elastic strap, so he can actually still ab crunch like just fine. And lean back, you can kind of see what I mean by the elastic strap right there. So he still has all the articulation he should. So what I have left to do is finish up the helmet. I got to go in and block out all the spots that are still showing through. I got to go in and with the weathering kit and hit all the spots that aren't dirty and make them dirty. And hands, I gotta do some work on this Gauss rifle. It has this detachable piece, so it's like a regular sized Gauss rifle. It's got the coil pack on this side. I think I'm gonna put some magnets in the top right here and magnets in the top right here, and have this part attachable to the top, and then have like a strap system so I can strap it to his back up here. So when he's walking around, it'll be kind of like that. And then when he wants to hold it, he can either use it directly like that, or he can add the long range, whatever the hell that is. Like, this is designed by CB Make, so whatever the hell he considers this extra boost to be. But I got to hollow this out because it is like solid resin. So this whole front end of this is like very, very heavy for him to hold. So I got to hollow this whole thing out. Then after that, well, that's probably the last thing I'll do. I got to put this, I pulled the old holster off of this, and this will tie in some of this red that I kept on the gloves. And I'll use some of this elastic strap, this brown, and it'll go in with this plasma handgun that he did. It's like almost like a 6-shooter, but done with like plasma cartridges. And since you can't really build a holster for this thing because there's 2 plasma cartridges right there, and there's one over there, so I'm gonna do it with the elastic strap. And I'm gonna have to build it to where it can actually like be holstered somehow. It's gonna be interesting. So that's what I'm about to engineer. I just keep a magnet like on my desk next to me to where I don't even have to like wave a magnet. I just touch the head next to it. Just boop. It's easier because now I have like 2 heads now that do that, and I'm sure now that I've bought those magnets off of GPS slut. GPS make my job harder. And I'm gonna buy more. He's a necessary evil, I still say. Because if somebody, like, I had somebody like cussing left and right because of him, another guy that makes cloth goods, and I told him I've come to the realization that he's necessary, or they are necessary, because it's a bunch of people. It's actually a full household of 4 families in mainland China.
Quality will vary.
Well, the quality is going to vary depending on if it's made in house or they're buying it from other sellers. Mostly because if they don't buy it from me, that means, like, let's say somebody wants a Batman cape and they've been waiting for me to make one for like months, and I haven't gotten around to it because I don't want to make a Batman cape right now. Well, they're going to be sitting around going, okay, well, I guess I'm just not going to buy a Batman cape at all. Well, then I just took somebody that wanted cloth goods off of the market of cloth goods.
Yeah.
That's not good. I need that guy to stay wanting cloth goods. So I'd rather him go to GPS lot and buy a cape, and then come back to me later and buy a cape that he sees that I put up that he likes.
Sector 2813, is Kane getting replaced, or is that still up in the air? I heard they have video of the incident in the car. I would hope they will start waiting till people get cleared or declared guilty in a court of law before they start firing them from jobs. The Rick and Morty guy, he got cleared, and they already fired him from everything.
Yeah, they fired him from 3 different jobs, and he lost all of his stock option.
Supposed to prove his innocence. Yeah, that's the way famous people are anymore. They got to prove their innocence. What paint do you use for skin tone? I'm trying to learn to paint casted heads. I'm not going to need much help for that. I'm still trying to find a good paint. My go-to was Testers, and I still got a bit left. The Citadel Kisvel Flesh is pretty good. They got a few different skin tones they make. I want to try out the Aqueous or whatever.
Aqueous.
Oculus from Mr. Hobby. They have a flesh tone kit. Vallejo has a flesh tone kit. Those are pretty nice.
What is going to matter a lot also with skin tone is where you're painting. If it's a head sculpt, you can use whatever you want, acrylic, no big deal. If it's on the body or any kind of joint or anything like that, start figuring out how to mix some lacquers. Because otherwise you're going to have some chipping. It's not easy, or you're going to have to do a lot of prep work. But on a head, anything acrylic, you're good to go. Just find either a kit that you like that's a 1, 2, 3 process, or if you want to look up any kind of airbrush process, or if you want to even look up Sideshows, how they do theirs, like on their models, anything like that, and you'll because there's not a whole lot of action figure tutorials as far as painting goes on YouTube. Look up like how they paint 1/6 scale heads and models and stuff like sculptures and stuff like that, and you just take that knowledge and apply it on a smaller scale. There's a lot of washes and stuff that you can do, and eventually you're gonna find your what kind of works for you. It'll be somewhere kind of in between. I'm pretty simple. Like, I like to do a darker base coat, throw in some highlights, and then do kind of a base coat wash over it, and then just kind of smooth everything out, and that's pretty much it. Let it dry, see how it's coming out, then keep blending, like keep throwing more washes over it. And I like to use Bugman's Glow from Citadel on the lips. That's always a really, really good lip color, because lips are always pretty difficult to do. And you can mix that with like the skin tone. A lot of times gets you really good for male lips, or lips that you don't want to be too pronounced. I like Kislov, like he was saying. I use a lot of here's a good combo I like.
Oh, a name I held was, I don't know if it's a G.I. Joe classified body.
Oh, it is Valaverse. It's the dude with
the Crimson Guard, I think, something like that.
Yeah, like the dude with the helmet that comes down. This is a combo that I like a whole lot. It's Model Color, which is Vallejo's Dark Flesh. And this is Brown Rose. These are really good together. And this gives you basically like a kind of like a suntan almost. And if you want something that's like more pale,
hey, not so Super Mario, what's up? I want to use the Super Scroll from a Marvel Select for Black Bolt. Okay. So that's going to be your changing over to flesh tone there.
He would be more pale. So I would go, like, I use Model Color Flat Flesh. Here, let me change my focus. This is Model Color Flat Flesh. So it's number 70.255. And I always like write on here like Flat Flesh plus Beast Brown. So I know like this is my favorite color to mix with Beast Brown. So I know that this is like my combo. And depending on how you want to do yours, let's say you just find a mix of how much Beast Brown you want to put into the Flat Flesh to get you your color. Say you want him to be really pale, just add a little bit of this. Or if you want him to be have like some low lights, add more of this. Or you want to do an in-between and then have more of this for highlights and then some low lights, and then do an in-between with a lot of water to make like a wash to blend it all. So there's a little bit of techniques you can do just from these two colors, where you don't have to have like this big armory of different colors just to get one face looking the way you want it to.
Adrian, I put a link to a GPS slot to one of his LED listings. He's got multiple colors. I just listed to the amber one, the yellow, but he's got multiple colors. Oh, Dominic, you paint the Primeval head? Yes. That's a Hulk smash. We got a family.
Family, 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 family.
This stream needs more of that awesome co-host for us. Yeah, it's a Hulk smash. We need want more Hulk smash. Oh, and name of held Garrison Calvary. That's the Malverse name.
Yeah, Garrison Calvary.
I want to dish out some material out of the sockets, so it allows for room for the bicep swivel. So that's one thing people forget to do when they paint. They're going to paint their shoulders. You need a clearance out the inside of your bicep swivel too.
Oh, so you want to play on that, huh? Like, where do I even begin to hide this at all? To holster it?
Do what now?
Like, I thought maybe I could do a drop leg holster. Hell no! This thing is way too big to do a drop leg holster. Way too big.
What's up? What's up, Toy family?
Family, 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 family.
Dishing out some arms for Primeval. Ramen Toys are going to show off their Ramen Racer on the 1st, from what they said.
Ah. How red is my red elastic material? I bet you it's super duper red and it's not going to work.
Dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope your friend in the hospital is going to be okay, and sorry for your loss. My condolences.
Oh man.
Yeah, definitely do some art therapy right now. Take your mind off things right now. Oh, Quinton Syndicate, Sunday night, he ordered the Collector Express family shirt, and he got it in the mail yesterday.
Oh, nice. Say anything about it?
Yeah, he said he loves it. He paid a little extra and got the softer material.
Oh.
And looks great. I got to order me one. I made the design. I haven't ordered any yet. And Don's got one. Quinton Syndicate's got one. I need to get one. Alrighty.
All my buckles are missing, and I know exactly who stole them. And they're no longer around. So I can't punch them in the eye. Cool. Cool. Cool.
All right. I don't think it's going to be it for the night. We're at 3.5 hours.
All right.
Videos. I didn't think about 1/6 and the tips. I got hose burned on a custom request. Going to learn this process myself. Oh man, I hate to hear that. Sorry.
Oh wow.
There's some crappy people out there that try to take advantage.
That sucks.
Well, it's a fun hobby to get into. So that's bonus there, and it's very therapeutic too. So and it's just something about the satisfaction too of being able to make something that doesn't exist, that will never exist, other than you making it.
Yeah, it's a full one of one.
Yep. And
oh, I feel like an asshole. Found the buckles. Sorry, the person I thought took them. Fuck.
Well, alrighty. I gotta get up early too tomorrow. I got big symposium going on at work, and there's a work luncheon afterwards. And Bugman's Glow and the combo you like is model color and brown rose. The That's a question for you, I think, sir.
Huh?
I think it's a question for you.
Yeah.
And the combo is like a model color and brown rose.
Yeah, hold on. Here, I'll grab them again. Sorry, crap a little bit. This is the combo that I would find best for that is a flat model color 70.95, and that's a flat flesh. And model color is made by Vallejo. And this game color is also made by Vallejo. They just have, it's all acrylic, but it's just has all different, I think it's the pigmentation levels in them, but, or you can get that set that he has out on the desk right there, which has all of the flesh tones just flat out themselves. I prefer to mix because I could never find just the right amount.
Oh, well, I used this to make my Sergeant Slaughter, my original custom, and I was able to take several of these and mixed up the perfect match to gung ho skin tone.
Yeah, I couldn't.
But none of these are one. You got to mix them together.
Yeah. But I found that Beastie Brown, and that's 72043, Vallejo Beastie Brown, and Flat Flesh. I found that to be my favorite combo. I still use that one. And the Bugman's Glow is, I would mix this with a little, with some of this color with some of that flesh color that you mix up, or just this, a little bit on the lips, and this will get you your lip color. Because this is a real nice lip color. That's a little bit dried on the top right there, and it's basically, it's not like some overly saturated thing, and it looks real good on lips. And this is made by Citadel.
Oh, that sucks. Sector said he said, "Thank you, Harker. Got behind on the sun and replayed to get the names." And he said he worked with the guy for like in the past. Didn't expect but it's been silent for 2 months. Paid him half, 300, and sent 200 plus in figures. Ooh, man. I'm sorry. But hopefully he'll I hope he steps up for you and he makes right. But well, on that note, oh yeah, it hurts. Yeah, I'd say so. That's a big hit.
Yeah, that is a strong hit.
Yeah, Don, he got a big hit with when Torchside went on her.
Yeah, God.
Well, everyone in the chat, thank you again for hanging out with us tonight. It's always a pleasure getting to hang out, work customized, getting to interact with the chat and talking to everybody, helping answer questions. And the full team will be here on Sunday, for most of the team anyway. And on the 8th, I'll be doing the interview with Ramen Toys, Ace Ramen Toys. We will be talking about his Ramen Racer and maybe a few other projects. Maybe I have to sneak in and talk about Ultraverse a little bit.
I gotta head out. My wife's here.
All right.
Later.
Everyone, have a good night. We'll see y'all Thursday. This is Thursday. See you Sunday. Later.